So Teofimo just beat Lopez by dominant decision. The judges got it almost wrong, but it happened. Teo won. He's a three-division champion. Well done, well done. Yeah, Rolly just let him win. I'm gonna be talking about it. I'm gonna be breaking it down. I'm gonna discuss what the hell just happened. So it was an uneventful fight. Okay, it went the full 12 rounds. It left a lot. It left a lot to the imagination because not a lot happened. Not a lot of punches were thrown. And yeah, you know, I stayed up for until 5 for this. Come on, guys, please. Yeah, it was tough. So Rolly, he's coming out to the home crowd. Home crowd supporting him. Round one, nothing really happens. 10-10 round. No one really threw anything or landed anything. I gave it to Tio just because of more activity, but that wasn't really anything. Now that activity would be sort of the overall benchmark for the rest of the fight because in round 2, 3, 4, it was the exact same. Tio maybe landed a bit more to the body. He was starting to make Rolly's body red, but that was it really. There wasn't much else. There was Rolly just spamming the left hook, just trying to go for the counter left hook. It didn't work. It did not work. Tio was too fast. He'd get in and out. He'd be pushing Rolly back into the corner, land some combo, get out, and by the time Rolly's thrown the left hook, it's either been blocked or he's moved out the way. And yeah, Rolly didn't land much in the first 4 rounds. Chris Mannix had him only winning round one, but I didn't have him winning any. Actually, I had him winning round four, but that was just because he landed one left hook that had him slightly off balance. But Tio won the rest of the round, really. So just depends on what you think. Now round five, yeah, it's more of the same. Tio just bouncing around, jabbing more. Rolly not going first, trying to counter, not being first or third, just trying to be second, missing. But then he ends up landing a left hook. And that left hook, I'm not sure if it landed cleanly or if it landed on Tio's guard and then landed into Tio's eyebrow. But the right side of Tio's eye started bleeding. And that woke Rolly up. He smelled the blood. The crowd went wild. And then Rolly just went with it. He landed a big right hand over the top, stumbled Tio for half a second, and that was all he needed. He then pushed him into the corner, started landing punches. Tio wrestled him down. It was good. It was good. He was like, okay, the fight finally changed. I thought, wow, I'm going to be right. Because in my prediction video, I said Tio is going to have a bunch of scar tissue open up, and that's going to make Rolly win these close rounds. That didn't quite happen, but I thought, wow, maybe I called something correctly. But I got this wrong, if you didn't know. I called it to be a Rolly activity-based win. Complete opposite. Tio activity-based win, where Rolly did nothing, but whatever. So he lands the stuff in the corner. Tio falls down. He gets up because it wasn't a knockdown. He just sort of grappling. And yeah, then Tio he ends the round strong. It was better than you'd expect, seeing as he got buzzed earlier in the round. Now, from that point on, Rolly basically landed nothing. So from round 4 and 5, all the way to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Rolly did nothing but back away, leave his arms up in the air, try and act like a dancer, try and act like he's Floyd or something. He barely even jabbed. He only tried left hooks. They barely landed. Tio was spamming the right hand to the body. It was reddening. He would do jab upstairs, right hand to the body. It would make Rolly's body all red and sore, which was good, good look for him. I think Rolly got tired. I'm not gonna lie, he looked really strange. He was shaking his arms off. Very strange from Rolly. Now, yeah, that was that fight. Really, it was uneventful. There wasn't anything much else to talk about. Tio's eye did swell up, but he made it. He had a good account for himself, seeing as he lost in dominant fashion to Shakur Stevenson earlier in his last fight. Now Rolly coming off of the layoff, nothing else really to say. He should have been fighting more. He shouldn't have just come into this fight with a left hook. His corner was pleading with him, and he just wasn't focused. Rolly just was not locked in. He landed the overhand right and wailed on him, and that's it. Like there was such a good missed opportunity there. Why are you not throwing first? Why are you not throwing extended combos? You're the bigger guy. Get in range. I know Tio's fast, but try something if it's not working. I don't know, maybe just he was just here for a payday because he wasn't listening to his corner. His corner was pleading with him in Spanish. Tio's dad, Tio Senior, actually had good advice for once. I don't know how that's possible. How is Tio Senior giving good advice for once? Wow. But yeah, good job for Tio. Good job for Tio's corner. And what else? What else happened? So round 12, Rolly was just circling around, didn't do much. Tio was trying to sort of stand and brawl. He was taunting him. He landed like a jumping right cross. Um, and then Rolly sort of cuffed him on the back of the head with the left hook. He tried to go for it, didn't really happen. Nothing else eventful. The last two rounds, Tio dominated. Tried to stand his ground and fight and make it a brawl, but Rolly wasn't having it. Backing away, circling. Here's the bell. It's over. Now Rolly sort of was acting like he won. Had his hands up. Jumped on the ropes. I don't know. Very strange. Now the scorecards. Let's talk about this real quick before we wrap up. Because it's almost 6 over here in the UK. When they announced a 114 draw, I got shook. I thought, wow. Rolly didn't do anything because he knew he paid them off. But thankfully he didn't pay them off. I don't know what happened. That one judge was bugging out. The other two had it 115, 113 to Tio, thank God. Bit closer than it should have been. I only had Rolly winning 2 rounds, if that. You can give him 3 at most. Nothing else. Nothing else. Tio should have won that cleanly. It was just based on activity. It wasn't like he was beating the crap out of him. You know, Rolly's face is completely unmarked. His body's hurt, but his face is completely fine. He doesn't look like he's been in a fight. Tio looks like he's more injured, actually. But still, that fight should not have been called a draw. That's a disgrace for boxing. You know, you know the drill already. There has to be one suspicious scorecard per fight, per card, whatever. Someone's not watching it. Some old judge is just watching it blind, not paying attention. Nothing more to say. Shouldn't have been done. Investigate that judge, ban him forever because he wasn't paying attention. And this is, people's lives are at stake here, their livelihoods. Anyway, post-fight interview, Tio's being all inspirational, believe in your dreams, etc., etc., the usual. I'm not a loser, I'm a winner. He had a nice walkout with a bunch of kids who won Golden Globe winners, which is cute. Make sure to give a shout out to them. And yeah, good job for Tio, 3-weight world champion. Maybe he fights Ryan next. I think Ryan's gonna beat him. I think Ryan's more, I don't know, he's more, yeah, I don't know. Ryan's better. He's more active. He's smarter than Rolly, which is not that hot to be. Rolly's the dumbass, but as we see. But maybe he can fight Devin Haney. He's also a champion, I believe. That's a good fight. Welterweight's heating up. Maybe fight Jack Catterall. There's some good fights for Rolly, but for Tio. But I think Ryan Garcia's next fight. Now for Rolly, in his post-fight interview, he just said thank you, Jesus, and just walked out. Whatever. There's nothing more to say. He's lost me as a fan. I'm not sure. Maybe he'll say something happened in the camp. Maybe someone died. I don't know. But very strange from him. Lost me as a fan. Now, Tio, the WBA champion, fight Ryan Garcia, whoever, whatever. That's it. That's the fight. That's the fight night. Fight card over. Good job, Tio. Sorry, Rolly, but I'm not a fan anymore. That was a disappointing performance. And yeah. Yep. Take care. Good night. Make sure to like, comment, sub. Goodbye.